Good morning. Happy Tuesday, July 7th, 2020. It's kind of a chilly morning. We are enjoying this overcast right now as we photograph our quilts. So today, here we go. We are starting off with a flannel 9-patch from Annette. Annette really loves flannel and she really likes blue and purple. This next quilt is also hers, which is, we're not sure, we're thinking it's some sort of lattice fence of some sort. Next is a really cool strip pieced quilt by Jackie, you know, where you make just like a ton of strata and then you cut them up and sew them together. Like super no-brainer, but a great way to use scraps. This next one is made by Diane. It's called Mountain Mist. Go along across the Stitchin Post. This is a star block from Annette. We called it the mystery star block because we don't know which star block it is, and she doesn't remember. So, but it's really pretty. Again, this is flannel. It's huge. And right underneath here is a really small guy called Maniac Illusion, also by Annette. Should probably take that yarn sign down so we can see it better. Next is one of my patterns and my fabric design, but it was made by Annette. It's called Annie. I love this quilt. This quilt originally started in a small baby version for my son Teague when he was born. And then we liked it so much we turned it into a pattern. This is another one of my patterns called Penelope, but made by Annette. I love how she used that watercolor fabric. All right. Ooh, it's windy today. Little nip in the air. This is a, well, there it is. There is the 4-patch from Nancy, trying to fly away. Yes, we've got some wind this morning. It's a good thing we use lots of clothespins to put these up. This is one of my quilts. It is called Dots Are Hot. I machine appliqued all those circles on there with that lovely invisible thread. It's a pretty good sized quilt too. Made with a lot of shock cottons. All right, coming to our last two quilts of Tuesday. This one is mine. It's called Stars Over Pink Flamingo. And Pink Flamingo was one of the Robert Kaufman's Color of the Year. And if you look in there, sorry, big truck. It's kind of hard to see, but I did quilt a big flamingo in there. This last one is one of Mom's quilt. Whoops, ran into the pole. One of Mom's quilts called Zinnias, which is really beautiful. The leaves are dimensional. And we'll see if we can see. There they are. See, they're all dimensional on there. Super cool. It's all pieced and hand appliqued, just some stitching. So, yesterday I talked a little bit about the origins of Quilt Show. And in talking to my mom and Lori Thorne, who's one of the other people who's been around forever, we started talking about the origins of Quilters Affair. Yes, when did it start? Why did it start? How did it start? So I'm asking my mom this, and she's like, oh gosh, I don't know, I just thought it would be fun. So anyways, it was probably, we're guessing 1978-ish. Give or take a year or two. Mom invited Mary Ellen Hopkins, any of you who've been around for a while know that name, to come and do a lecture on Friday before Quilt Show. So that kind of started the Quilters Affair. We did lectures for several years, and then it was the early 80s, probably 1980-ish, that we brought on 3 teachers and did 3 classes at our elementary school. From there, You know, we had our gradual increase to 5 teachers, then to 10 teachers, et cetera, et cetera. It was probably 1992 when our first high school, which is now the middle school, opened, and we moved our classes over there because the elementary school had gotten too small. And then I think it was 2003-ish. Again, it's funny. These dates are not things that I remember to put into some sort of chronicle. Mom and I were talking about the fact that we've always just kind of taken year by year. And what are we going to do this year? And haven't always like said, oh, this could be important 10 years from now. But the origins of Quilters Affair, just like Quilt Show, started off small. Mom started because she thought it would be fun. She wanted to share her love of quilting and her love of learning with everyone else. Because that's one of the most amazing things about my mom, is how much she loves to teach, and yet how much and how open she is to learning. I hope everyone has a great Tuesday. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you tomorrow.